So 3 days ago, I released multiple videos talking about the Nairobi City Thunder, and my God, the reaction was just insane. And right now, as we speak, there's a video that is premiering on YouTube, NBAKenya on YouTube. I've gone by the numbers and talked about the game that happened yesterday, where we lost by 1 point to MBB, which is in heartbreaking fashion. Honestly, I did not expect that three to go in, coming from Robinson Opong. Ganapamo got burnt on that closeout, and that game we lost by 1 point. So in the past 3 days, I've seen a lot of people reacting to the game, especially on this platform specifically, and in the comment section. So I've seen people leaning on the fact that the Thunder they have spent a lot of money being here. They have invested so much. You don't have warrant to talk to them like that. But one thing I want to say is this, right? There's no stopping the reality. So the reality is the Thunder are being exposed, and currently there's nothing that any fan here in the comment section can do about it, because the people who are the key decision makers is that coaching staff, that technical bench, and those players that are on the actual floor. And in the 3 games that we have seen the Thunder get exposed in the most brutal way possible. So when I look back, I feel like I can even take a video from what I did, like the first time the game started, and it will still be the same message. And it's unfortunate that people are refusing to accept the realities that the Nairobi City Thunder are getting exposed. They are not the invincible champions that you thought. And I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but reality will hit regardless of whatever you think, regardless of your feelings, because I am yet to see anyone who is going to debate using logic. You know, facts and statistics are concrete, and they help in shaping opinions that I have. And majority of the time, all the decisions and all the opinions and facts that I have are based on the research I've done on this team. So the Nairobi City Thunder have gone through Kenyan basketball and have used, they have used all the resources to be able to get all the best players in Kenya, and they have gone ahead and created an unbeaten, mantra, and then they have created an unbeaten streak that is unrivaled here locally. But when they went ahead to Rotubal, they made those key signings there just to help them get over the edge. Now, in the actual BAL, they are struggling, and the reason as to why they are struggling is due to the fact that they don't understand the competition. I don't think Brad Ibs, Sheila Rose, and the whole technical bench in the Thunder, and especially their front office who did the recruitment, understood the assignment that is BAL. Because BAL in itself is a contest where it's only 6 games in the regular season, and you have to be very deliberate with the players that you're bringing in. So there's a lot of redundancy, especially when it comes to the roster construction for the Nairobi City Thunder. And so far we have seen multiple DNPs. You have seen players not even being able to suit up, and you have seen some players just they're kitted and they just ride the bench, because the new signings that are brought in, the front office are forcing the coach to justify the signings, and that's the reason as to why your favorite players are not playing. So Study Malian in the Kalari conference did not have too many imports like that, and that's the reason as to why they went 0 for 6. I will not have an issue if the team went 0 for 6 and it was the players who won the title last year. The Thunder have done their best to put this team in a position where they can succeed, but the reality has caught on to them very fast, especially when it comes to creating a good, formidable roster. Not only that, but being able to understand that you need coaching at an elite level. So the Thunder have spent so much time iterating their roster to the point where they forgot that even the coaching philosophies need to be audited. Brad Ibs is being indicted right now, and you can even see even his post-game pressers, he's not answering the questions straightforward. That this guy is cooked, and he's getting cooked and outcoached. And it's high time people start having that conversation. You know, a lot of people I've seen in the comments are saying that, you know, this is their first time, give them time to rebuild. But the thing is, there are no guarantees in BAL. There are teams that started in season one, they're yet to come back. They come in one and done and they're out. And they have to go through the road to BAL, and not many that make it. So the chance that you have right now is so important. So for the people who are saying, BAL, it's the first time they're there. Maybe it can be the first or only time, because you don't know if the Thunder are going to make it to BAL season 6. We don't know, because they have to go through to BAL again. It depends on their performance. And if you look at their performance right now, you will see that it's not up to par with BAL standards, and it's not up to par to where the place that they had put themselves. And a lot of people are being very delusional. People are being confused. They don't understand why their favorite team is being knocked out. They don't understand how their team is getting exposed. They don't understand how losses feel like, because they're used to dishing out, losses. But the fact is, the Thunder are not used to taking losses. They're not used to being embarrassed like that. And that's the reason as to why you're seeing a lot of people with, divided opinions. They're like, they come to my comments and ask me, oh, Nderitu, why are you going into the Thunder like that? I predicted like the Thunder, and I won't stop saying, I already said, the Thunder had a first world problem earlier this year. They had to understand that they have to prepare for BAL, and not only that, they have to go ahead and put themselves in a position where they can be, winners in the KBF playoffs. So that they can be able to get that ticket to Road to BAL again. So that was a first world problem that the Thunder had. But now, unfortunately for people, they are forgetting that those are two separate things. You can't mix the two. The Thunder mixed the two. We saw like the team without the imports getting outplayed, and still this is the same roster that was going to be rolled out for BAL. And the imports that are brought in are supposed to complement the players that are already there. Now you can't go ahead and you cannot go ahead and overhaul a system so for you to be able to succeed in a competition that this is the first time. KBF games, they have played KBF games. They understand how to game plan for, local basketball. But when it comes to continental, this is not just, it is not just guesswork or anything. You have to be deliberate. You have to plan, and that's the reason as to why you're seeing teams have identities in the BAL conferences. You're seeing North African teams thrive. In our group, we have Al Ahly Tripoli, coming from Libya, North African team. Currently, they're 3-0. APR, they didn't have the services of Aliou Diarra. Right now, they're 2-1, and those two teams are likely to qualify from the Nile Conference. And MBB were able to steal yesterday's game, something that I felt like the Thunder had on lock, but they didn't have on lock. And it's unfortunate, because right now they are 0-3. So if you look at even the teams that are succeeding, they have identities. Look at what happened yesterday. The Thunder blew an 18-point lead, something that not many people want to address. But when it comes down to, defending the team, saying that the team is good, a lot of people are going to come out and say that. But when it comes to being truthful and being people of integrity and understanding the situation on the ground, that is where we draw the line. And that's where I come in, because I'm here to tell you facts, and I'm here to give you the stats as they are. So please, don't come here with your feelings, because, regardless of the outcome, the inevitable will happen. The Thunder are being exposed. Your excuse making in the comment section will not change the fact that the Thunder are down 0-3. Right now, they're in the worst position, because there are minus 58 in the point differential. And currently, as we speak, they're down 0-3. They need 2 strong wins to be able to qualify. But unfortunately, MBB have a win. And the teams that are gunning in for the 3rd place spot, FS Rabat from the Kalahari Conference, and MBB and the Thunder. 3 teams gunning for that last spot, in the number 3 spot, to qualify for the playoffs. So ask yourself this question. If you are coming here to defend the Thunder, understand, use facts. Say, you know what? I feel like the Thunder are good because this, and this. don't try to use your emotions, because if you use your emotions, that's when you get exposed and frustrated, because it doesn't matter how you feel. The Thunder are down 0-3. I'm not saying there's no hope for the Thunder. They still have a chance. They still have 3 games. But where are they going to get the 2 wins from? Are they going to beat APR? Are they going to beat Alali? Are they going to beat MBB? You have seen the first round of games. They have been unable to beat Alali and APR. They were brutalized completely. I thought Alali was bad when Alali were able to drop a ball scoring record 115 points, but I never expected Opong to, hit uh, hit a game winning 3 on the new acquisition in Ganapamo to win the game. That was the worst thing. And yeah, a lot of people are not talking about the fact that we blew a lead. At some point, this game was on lock, and a lot of people are waiting on it. Even I was getting roasted in the comment section saying that, Nderito is praying for a loss. No, I never pray for a loss. I always want to ride with the team. This is actually the first time I'm covering a Kenyan team that is in BAL. Most of the times where I've covered through the years, to be exact, since 2021, there's never been a Kenyan team in BAL. And I've always wanted to cover a Kenyan team in BAL, and I have the chance right now. But unfortunately, how the videos are being received, it leaves me asking a lot of questions, and not too many answers are coming in. So as far as BAL is concerned, we are on the ropes, and there's a high likelihood that we might not make it. And if we don't make it, don't cry, because one thing that you have to live with the fact that the Thunder will be exposed. Continentally, they'll be known as a team that can't compete in the top flight. And the Thunder fans, please understand that your team is struggling at the top flight, and even your unbeaten status here in KBF will mean nothing. You can come back to Nairobi and you do your demolition derbies on all these other teams, but just know that in reality, you are good here in Kenya, but when you go outside, you get schooled, and that's going to be the narrative moving forward. And it's something that we're heading to that direction, because every single time the Thunder are, suiting up and going in for a BAL game in the past 5 days, we have seen them get exposed brutally, and the narrative is going to carry on like that. I don't know how they're going to redeem themselves, because even if they go ahead and win the BAL, even if they go ahead and win the KBF championship, they go to road to BAL, there's no guarantees that they can be able to make it to BAL season 6. And the opportunity that they have now, they have wasted it because of poor roster construction. And they have used a lot of money and resources. They think that money is the solution, throwing money at this team, and not taking heed to good roster construction, not investing in a good technical bench that understands statistics. That is the main thing that has made the Thunder flop. So it is what it is. So do drop me your comments down in the comment section. These are the things that I had. I mentioned them in the long video that I made, but I said let me just go ahead and also just put it down here so that you guys can interact with it. So make sure to watch that full video. It's about 51 minutes. I said I'm going to take my time to dissect the game, especially from an analytical and statistical perspective, and tell you the impacts of these players, so that no stone is left unturned. So it is what it is. So follow me here on this platform. This video, I'll share it on YouTube and also Instagram and NBAKenya. So stay tuned to that, and I'm out. Peace.